thank you so much for watching this tutorial. This time I am installing my crocheted hair on freshly washed, deep conditioned, and blow dried hair. I applied sweet almond oil, 100% pure castor oil, and 100% pure raw African ivory shea butter to my hair all over my scalp and my ends. I will be using a wide tooth comb, a hair tie, some bobby pins, and or hair clips, whatever is your preference. Right now I'm going to unravel the French braids that I put my hair in overnight. I washed and blow dried my hair yesterday and just gave my hair a day just to be on its own without the crochet install. And what I'm going to do now is just fluff out my hair and prepare it for installation. Okay everyone, so I'm going to take my wide tooth comb and a hair tie. I will also use some clips and I'm going to section off my hair. What I'm going to do now is part around the perimeter of my head, beginning with the edge of my hair on the right side, through the back and to the left side. This will be my anchor braid. You've seen me do this in my previous crochet video. The anchor braid allows you to wear your crochet hair up in a bun or ponytail with a more natural look. Okay, so let's jump right on in and create our anchor braid. Again, you are going to start on whatever side of your hair is your preference. I'm right-handed, so I start on the right side. And you are going to start from your edges and you are going to make a braid around the perimeter of your hair. Now what I like to do is make two braids and connect them in the middle. I find that it has a more uniform look and it's a little bit easier for me. Okay, and as you can see here, what I am doing is unraveling the ends of both of the braids so I can connect them and form them into one total braid. This is the way I like to create my anchor braid. If there's another method that works for you, please feel free to do so. Whatever you'd like to do and whatever's easiest for you is what is best. Anchor braids, again, are great because you can wear your hair up in a ponytail or a bun and it gives it a very natural look. So, on my ends, you will see throughout the video that I am applying 100% pure castor oil. Alright, so we're done with our anchor braid and now I am moving on to my 3 sections of hair. Same parting that I have done before, a right side part, left side, and a middle, which would be considered the back of my head. So what I did is just part across from ear to ear and then made a part on the right side of my head because I like to wear my hair to the side. I am going to create cornrows in the front of my hair and just braid them straight back towards the back of my hair. So what I do here is make sure that I do not grab the edges tightly. I don't think that it's necessary for the braids to be perfect. I also do not think it's necessary for them to be extremely tight. I do pull them tautly, but definitely not tight. So as you can see, the braiding process is very quick and very easy. You're going to braid your cornrows down, going straight back. Don't worry about them being perfect. They will be covered up by crochet hair, and make sure you oil your ends. I am using, again, 100% raw castor oil, and we are just going to continue with the braiding process. And as I finish the left side of my hair, not only am I going to apply castor oil, but if I see an end that looks scraggly, honey is getting cut. I would rather have health over length any day. So we will continue braiding our cornrows, and now that we are on the last one, we are going to get ready to connect these braids to the top braid that will begin the process of the S pattern across the back of our head. Okay, now that we have finished all of our cornrows, I am going to create the first braid that will create the S pattern on the back of my head. So you make a part going across the back of your head, and you are going to braid from one side to the other. Now as you braid, you are going to grab each cornrow and incorporate it into the larger braid. So all of the cornrows will be connected into the braid going across the top of your head. Whenever you are done with your first braid, we're going to connect the end of braid 1 to the beginning of braid 2, and that will continue the S pattern on the back of our head. It's very easy and very simple, ladies, and if I can do it, you can do it. Again, I'm not going for perfection here, so these braids are definitely not going to be perfect, but they'll be covered by crochet hair, so I'm not too worried about that. And as you can see, the braid is not perfect, y'all. I am not going for perfection. I am going for protection, okay? So now let's move on. You are going to create another part going across your head. Now, the bigger you make the part, the thicker that your braid is going to be. I like to have medium-sized braids, but if you would like yours to be smaller, feel free to do so. Now you are going to connect braid 1 to braid 2. It's that simple. You take the end of your first braid and connect it with your second braid, and you're going to braid across the top of your head. Now we will continue to do this back and forth across the top and back of our head, forming an S pattern. And don't forget to oil your ends in between. As you can see, the S pattern is forming nicely. Again, I'm not going for perfection. These braids are not perfect. I just want to make sure that my hair is being tucked into place and that my ends are protected. So we are going to finish up our S pattern, and now we have reached the back of our head. So we are going to continue connecting the ends of our previous braid to the beginning of our next braid, and we will continue until we get to the ends of our hair. So now that I am on my last section of hair in the S pattern, I am going to add my anchor braid as well to this last braid. If you'd like to leave your anchor braid out and just go ahead and hook it through your last braid, feel free to do so. I just like to tuck all of my hair in. So as you can see, I am going to pick up the anchor braid and add it to the last braid in the S pattern. Now as I finish this, I'm going to again apply oil to my ends, and this last braid I will go ahead and crochet through the other braids in the back of my hair. Whew, thank you, Lord. We are done. All right, ladies, grab your crochet hook and go ahead and weave in your braid in between the other braids that are on your hair. This is so you have no hair sticking out whenever you install your crochet braids. Again, look, it's not perfect. I'm not going for perfection. I'm going for ease and protection. So now that we have finished, we can go ahead and start installing our crochet hair. For this install, I will be using Freetress Gogo Curl and the Freetress Beach Curl. Both are in the colors 1B, and I also have a little bit of the color 4, which is my fave brown color in the Beach Curl from Freetress as well. So you're going to use the invisible knot method on the anchor braid. This is if you would like to wear your crochet hair up. If you are not going to be wearing your hair up, don't waste your time doing the invisible knot method. Just go ahead with the regular strand knot method and get it done, girl. I use the invisible knot method only when I have to. I use it on the anchor braid and I use it on my edges as well as where my part is on my hair. That is the only places I use the invisible knot method, because I find when taking the crochet hair down, taking out the pieces where I've used the invisible knot method is a task, and I don't want task. I just want ease, and I want to get it out as easily as possible. So I use the invisible knot method only where I need to. Okay, ladies, so again, I am finishing up here the front of my hair, and again, I only use invisible knot method on my edges, my anchor braid, and my part, because I like to get this done quickly. And as you can see, I am going to bust out my scissors and get to slicing and dicing. Now, you've already seen me do this numerous amounts of times on my other crochet videos, but with curly hair, I like to cut with my scissors facing down because the hair is going to bounce up and form layers. I like to cut a bang, and I like to make sure that the ends fall into more of a V or triangle shape. As I cut, I make sure and look for any pieces that seem a little bit too heavy and they are not layering the way I want, and I make sure I cut into them with the scissors, again pointing down. It's best to fluff out as you go because this hair separates and can form into a monster of its own. So make sure that you are fluffing out the hair so you are getting the shape that you want. It's seriously very easy. I love doing crochet hair. It's a wonderful protective style. I've been doing it for about 6 months now. I hope that this video was easy and great and fun and that you really liked the tutorial. And don't forget to check me out on my blog, toliveanddateInLA.co, and on Instagram at toliveanddate.la. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this tutorial very easy to follow. I can't wait to see your installs. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have an amazing, blessed day.